friends in the backfield this season. Greg Boone finished the year with 1,009 yards, just 1 yard more than Gary Anderson. Greg's best performance came in Pittsburgh when he rushed for 166 yards. It was also in Pittsburgh that Greg had a most memorable run, this 80-yard charge for a touchdown. Scoring touchdowns is nothing new for Gary Anderson. He led the team with 21 scores. First week of the season, Gary was named Player of the Week when he became the first player in useful history to rush for 100 yards and catch for 100 yards in the same game. Gary's memorable moment came when he took a flip pass from E.T., raced down the sidelines, only to be called out of bounds back on the 23. But Gary did have a big run this year, a 40-yard breakaway for a score against Memphis. Eric E.T. Trevelyan's season was cut short after he suffered a fracture in Game 15. Although E.T. still managed to tie for 6th in league receptions, E.T.'s memorable moment came when he made this one-handed catch before being completely upended. A new face on the Bandits this year, but soon a familiar face, was tight end Marvin Harvey. Marvin finished the season just under 1,000 yards, but has the memorable distinction of being the only pro football player to catch 3 touchdown passes from 3 different passers in one game. Another new face on the field this season was wide receiver Wilford Morgan. 2 of Wilford's first 3 receptions were for touchdowns. Wilford's memorable moment came after his first touchdown when he surprised the fans and himself by doing a backflip in full pads. With the signing of veteran guard Fred Dean, the offensive line pulled together to provide great pass protection, as well as open those holes for 2 1,000-yard rushers. Even after Fred Dean went out injured, the line again pulled together. The appreciation of the other players was evident every time the Bandits scored. The ball was always given to a lineman to spike. But 6'2", 290-pound offensive guard Nate Newton likes to show his appreciation, too. Have you hugged your running back today? The defense was rated 8th in the league overall this season. Inside linebacker Kelly Kirschbaum led the team in tackles with 76. Kelly started 17 games this year, but missed the season finale with a back injury. With 76 tackles and 53 assists, every play is memorable for Kelly. The defensive line was strengthened with the signing of veteran end Mike Butler. Mike led the team with 11 sacks and 17 hurries. Mike's most memorable moment came when he stopped Houston's Jim Kelly short on this 4th and 6 to preserve a Bandit victory. The defensive backs kept busy this season. Warren Hanna led the Bandits with 5 interceptions, 2 against the Michigan Panthers. Zach Henderson had the longest interception return, 44 yards against the Maulers. But Zach's most memorable moment was a 50-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown against Denver. Cornerback Jeff George's most memorable moment is much the same. Jeff scooped up a fumble in the Pittsburgh game and returned it 51 yards for a score.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we going to do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old Bandit run.
The special teams had some memorable moments this season, too. From Walter Carter's block point after that preserved a win in Birmingham, to Alvin Bailey's 46 consecutive punt returns without a fair catch. That totals 90 consecutive in 2 years. Alvin's longest punt return, a 45-yarder against New Orleans. Zenit Androsian, the Bandits' double-duty man, had numerous memorable moments, like 2 perfect onside kicks against Memphis, a booming 55-yard punt in Pittsburgh, and a 49-yard field goal in Jacksonville. But Big Z's most memorable moment came when he was named the USFL's Special Teams Player of the Year.
I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me.
It's hard to say what the most memorable moment for a coach is. Coaches usually say something like, anytime the team takes the field. But there has to come a time between the practices, the lectures, and pacing the sidelines when a coach knows his work has paid off.